All right, in today's tutorial, we're going to learn how to edit sound bites. And let's say I want to split this vocal right here at the 4 measure mark. We have our tools panel, which can be accessed up here when you go to Studio Tools or Shift O. And so it gives you a number of different tools that you can use to edit the actual sound wave. So this particular one, I want to cut. So I want to come down here to my scissor, and you see how the cursor turns into a little scissor, and I just do a click and I have separated it. Go back to the cursor and I could just move that out the way. I just slide it over and I've got a nice gap, right? Because I've cut a nice big gap in the middle. All right, so let's undo that. Or I can do things like this by extending this little disclosure triangle. It opens up another panel below the sound bite, and I can come here and write in some very interesting pans, or I can write in volume. So that's one way I can show it here. I can control the automation of the volume if I wanted to by writing that in. Just doing something like this, free writing.
You and I,
And you can see over here,
so special I want.
it's automating the fader.
You're everything. And you know that I don't want to lose your love.
It's pretty interesting. So let's undo that. And instead of doing a free writing, we can do things like triangles, we can do squares, parabolas, or spleens. I use a spleen a lot if I want to do some creative fades. You just stretch it out and you can just go down like that and you have a nice fade.
You and I,
It's going away and disappearing. It's good to use on your master when you're fading out a song. Right? So those are just different ways that you can edit a soundbite. And there's a number of different tools here. I'm not going to go into every one. I encourage you to experiment for yourself. You've got different nudge tools, reshaping tools. You can delete entirely a soundbite. Another way that I like when you don't want to fool around with a lot of different volumes, you can do an independent, very quick change by clicking on this little, it looks almost like a cross, and you can do some real quick fading without having to use the fader to fade. So that's a quick overview on how to do some quick editing of sound bites. Because I regret it every time. I'd rather stay away